A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. Rolling to his right. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's third down. And here's our first look today at this offense.
And let's start with LaShawn Shady McCoy, their star running back. He can do everything. Run it inside, get to the perimeter, and, of course, catch it out of the backfield.
Now Taylor. He gets it to Brown. Complete. 23 yards on the play.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Now McCoy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Time quickly to look at the Chargers defense.
Denzel Perryman, a linebacker out of the University of Miami, knows how to play downhill and arrive with an oomph.
On second down, here's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now McCoy. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. That's caught at the 2. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it third and goal. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Here we go!
They'll try and run it with McCoy. He lost 2, and it brings up fourth. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. Fourth down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out proved somewhat fruitful as he is able to get it across the 25 by a little bit. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. They go play action here on first down. He's got time. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Robert Blanton. And his guys are going to... take over at the 39-yard line. After the interception, here's Taylor going for the deep ball. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did. and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play, that's going to hurt.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. Surveying the field. Now he's forced out left. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On 3rd and 1, it's Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Melvin Ingram in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it's 3rd down. The starting lineup for the Chargers of San Diego. Who are we discussing out of this unit, Charles?
A big guy out of Arkansas. Their tight end, a 2nd-round pick, Hunter Henry. Many people had a 1st-round grade on. Plays the best tight end coming out of the draft. Has the ability to get down the middle of the field, get into the seams, and knows how to find dead space against the defense and create plays.
Fielded at the 43. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor. He's going to let it go again. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. And he knocks it through. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And 3-and-out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And we take a look at the Bills' defense.
Whenever we talk about Zach Brown, the first thing that comes to mind is speed. He can absolutely fly at the linebacker position.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw, and this is complete. It's Allen, and he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. On the return, here's Justin Gilbert. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure.
Taylor hit. He lost the football. And an alley to run.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now Taylor on first down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there. Taylor to Watkins. 51 yards. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second quarter about to get underway. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They go play action here on first down. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's go!
Now Taylor to throw on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that is going to set up third and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Come on, let's go!
They'll sneak it with Taylor. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Now the first carry for Brandon Oliver. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. It's taken to the 26. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head.
Taylor hit. He lost the football. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Play action. They'll throw. Finding time. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him. Complete. 7 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. On that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marcus Easley, 99 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
And now San Diego getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
They go play action here on first down. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Looking for someone to throw to. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. He'll look to throw. He's got time. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense, but in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by the former first-rounder, Justin Gilbert. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They've got his man complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Taylor on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Joey Bosa in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Final play of the half. It's Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. Well, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get them right to quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And they had a nice little drive going last time. threw the interception in the red zone. It's costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
Let's go!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Allen's got it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. It goes as a pickup of 23. And that'll be good for San Diego first down. Looking to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Here we go now.
Back to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This will be caught inside the 10. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. Under pressure, they got him again. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Here's Colton Schmidt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll give the Chargers a first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So now on fourth down, on comes Josh Lambo and the field goal unit for the Chargers. And Lambo will put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Bills' offense comes out ready to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Second down now after the pass completion. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but he's got him in. Complete. A big gain of 39 on third.
There's obviously nothing shy about the guys dialing up offense here. They take a shot on third down, and boy, did they get rewarded, even though there was good defense on the play.
And now a first down following that long gain. One receiver right is Watkins. To throw is Taylor. Man open right side. It's the tight end play. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Second down, and the offense needing 5 yards. Throwing again, it's Taylor. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
When it's well executed, a wide receiver screen can often be a thing of beauty, but so many things have to go right in order to complete it. Blocking out in front, timing of the quarterback with the receiver, and oftentimes everything gets set, and guess what? They drop the football.
Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it brings up fourth down. Dan Carpenter now for the Bills field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Brandon Oliver now on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Here's a carry for Oliver. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. And he's got Will Tye complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Allen's got it over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
Surveying the field. And this is caught inside the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Back now in Buffalo. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. We looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Shift together here from the D-line. First and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in. And he's in across the chalk. Touchdown, San Diego. Derek Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that is as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now out come the Bills. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it into Watkins, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete. Charles Clay is tied in the intended target, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And take it right on the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Second down now after the incompletion. One receiver left, that's Allen. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They come out 5 wide, clear them to the right side. Here's Taylor to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be third down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
Black round! Here we go!
On third down, Taylor. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And he's got some space here. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
And the lead will grow by 1 more. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Bills. First down, it's Taylor. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They're going to hurry back to the line now. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Here's McCoy, and he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
And that's caught. Watkins, touchdown Buffalo. Sammy Watkins with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bills have cut it to within a score. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. Here's Oliver. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Allen alone to the right. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They run it here with Oliver. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Deep drop. And Davis with it left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go again with Oliver. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. To the 33, good enough for a first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
That play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. A great come from behind victory.